CBS News contributor Frank Luntz is now in Cleveland. There you're looking at a live picture right now. The program has obviously started. Frank Luntz is joining us from, where is Frank today? In Cleveland, Ohio, which is a big battleground state. Now, Frank, the last time you did this for us, at the first presidential debate, you had a focus group. They seemed almost uncannily to predict what we would be talking about a week after that first debate ended. What is it about these focus groups?
So we're asking so many questions to ensure that they really are what they say they are, and I'm glad you gave me this opportunity. There is a difference between the undecided voter and the uncommitted voter. A number of the people behind me have decided who they're not going to vote for, but none of them have decided absolutely who they are going to vote for. So they may have dismissed Clinton, they may have dismissed Trump, but they're still not committed to a candidate, and that's where this 10% of America now stands. The actual true undecided is only about 2 or 3%, but the uncommitted and undecided gives you somewhere around 10 or 12%, and that's who we've got behind me right now. Here we go. What does this debate mean to you tonight? It's only the vice presidential debate.
I'm hoping that it'll give us some more clarity on either one of the candidates because I am so undecided. I'm hoping that one of them gives me something to go for one of the candidates.
I'm hoping for insight into who these two candidates are, because both of the people running are so old.
I'm looking for a different tone. The vice presidential candidates are better than the candidates in many ways, and we'll hope to get to some substance tonight on issues and some concrete, specific things.
How many of you think that Mike Pence is better than Donald Trump? Raise your hands. Holy cow. How many of you think Tim Kaine is better than Hillary Clinton? Oh, my God. So this really matters to you.
Yes.
Does it surprise you that you feel, as a group, so disappointed with the presidential candidates and so hopeful for the VP?
No. Yeah, so I feel like the vice presidential candidates give us a window into the presidential candidates' judgment, and that's what I want to see.
Hope for a backup plan.
Yeah.
A backup plan for?
For when they struggle or fail, that they look to their vice president for input.
Administrations have policies, and whatever policies hopefully they'll talk about tonight will be a bigger picture, not just what they
And these
believe.
two will be a modulating influence on the two others.
And hopefully part of the October surprise.
Oh.
So the October surprise for you is someone you can vote for.
That would be a real surprise.
That's a new definition of it. In the back.
We're at a point where I can honestly say the Democrats and the Republicans, neither one of them are happy with the candidate that their party chose. So right now, we're hoping with a wing and a prayer that these vice presidents, these candidates for vice president will give us some type of clarity and fulfill something, because we weren't fulfilled with what our parties chose as candidates.
So the first debate, did it make you feel better about Clinton, better about Trump, worse about Clinton, or worse about Trump?
Worse about both.
Worse about the future for my kids.
Worse about Trump. Worse about Trump. He was incoherent at the end.
Seriously.
And it was
And
disappointing.
she was so arrogant.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It was awful.
Worse about I'm more distinct.
Okay, let the record show that you were acting like she is. You were not, because for one moment it looked like you were having a psychotic attack here.
That's what I thought when I saw her.
I think she was well prepared.
Well prepared. And Trump?
I don't think he was. I think he was very offensive. I think he was attacking, and I don't think she bought into his traps.
He got in his own way.
Who watched the first debate here? Okay, so you all are part of the 85 million people who watched it. Did it deliver what you wanted it to?
No, it did not. It went as planned.
As planned, which means?
Which means Trump was the idiot and she was the Miss Idiot.
It reinforced the negatives. I think it reinforced the negatives.
All their negatives.
Hillary just looked like she had everything. She was just saying things. They were just, pre-planned, scripted.
Random,
random.
Yeah.
Trump was random, and
one at a time.
It was Trump.
He didn't take advantage. I mean, the cybersecurity question was asked to him, and he didn't bring up the servers. That was like, you were handed that.
By the way, if you ever have a comment like he was the idiot and she was the Miss Idiot, you can speak any time in this focus group you want. Go ahead.
I think Trump is not used to listening to a female, and Hillary is not used to listening to a male.
He is an equal
Trump is not
opportunity
used to listening
offender.
to anybody because
Yeah.
he just insulted the commentator. I felt bad for poor Lester after the first debate, so he really just acted like a 5-year-old for real.
Well, that was Lester's fault.
Trump started off focused, and then he lost it over a period of time. And I think people are looking for some hope out of that to see some positive direction on the issues.
But
One
to
more.
what you said, I think she's more of a sexist than he is.
Well, that could be true.
Go ahead.
The way Trump acted and the way he talks all the time, it's almost as if you think he could actually be secretly working for Hillary or something.
Where they go way back. They have pictures of Bill and Hillary and Donald Trump from 20, 30
At the
years
country
ago.
club, at the golf course.
In the back.
Just horrible. And halfway through, it was like, I need a drink.
By the way, we did
they
create a
were-
drinking game. For the Hillary Clinton-Bernie Sanders debates, every time Bernie Sanders offered something for nothing, you had to drink from somebody else's beer. So let's focus on tonight. How do they demonstrate the difference? And I want you to be specific here. If they want to show a contrast between each other, what's the best way to do it?
To show who's their strong backup, who's their strong force that's going to be their ultimate, go-to person.
But how do you do that? I want to win your vote. How do I win your vote?
Show me that you're competent. Show me your platform and that you stand on it with 2 firm feet.
How do I win your vote?
Answer questions about issues.
Okay, but that's easy.
Nothing's ever answered. They just attack each other.
But they seem to jump the fence so often.
Answer questions without attacking.
In the back.
Simply discuss the issues I think matter to most people. Over the next 2 terms, you're looking at potentially 4 Supreme Court justices being nominated. You outlined who or what characteristics
But that's a given.
encompass somebody.
But that's a given. You had 2 candidates a week ago having this conversation. You're telling me, but how were they not specific?
I want concrete answers of the problems of this country, about ISIS, about the economy, about taxes. I want concrete answers.
Whatever they say, they're going to lie anyway. They're not going to tell the truth anymore. He's got issues. He's a demon seed, and she's a demon seed, too. And it's like, they lie, both.
I don't feel that either candidate really connects with the voters and people of the country.
So here's my problem. How many of you think they all lie? I mean, you just really think they all lie? Raise your hands. Well, then what the heck are you, honestly, what the heck, and I'm going to you now, what the heck are you supposed to do if you don't trust anyone? How can they gain your trust?
I think they need to exude confidence and make us believe that they are better fit to serve.
Someone said, be honest.
I don't want.
How can they prove that they're honest?
I don't want. I mean, you're probably not going to get an honest answer, but at least give me an answer I can believe. They're not even giving anything that's believable.
You hear them say over 3 times, you hear the same talking points, the same sound bites, regardless of the question. Get off the talking points, get off the character attacks, put some meat on the bone, and say something that relates to me and my family.
So I want you to remember that, because that's going to be the standard that we're going to come back when this debate is over, and we're going to use that standard. Did they put meat on the bones? Did they get into the details? Did they provide you the information, not just for the country, but also for yourselves? And whether you'll be better off, we got to get out. This is just like it was a week ago, and just like it is with all of these undecided and uncommitteds. There's an incredible amount of cynicism, an incredible amount of skepticism. They simply don't believe that any of these candidates are being truthful. And that's what makes moving these last 10% so difficult. Back to you.
Okay, Frank Luntz with a group of uncommitted voters in Cleveland, Ohio. Frank, thank you so much. We'll check back with you after the debate.